Yeah, that should be a little easier on everybody's eyes, huh?
Oh, that's better.
Good
Yeah.
evening, everybody. Welcome to the Friday night live stream of the Georgia Shooting Connection. We're glad y'all all here, and we got a special guest tonight. We got Ricky back with us, and we got CW and Kyle as always. And we hope y'all are having a great week, and looking forward to spending some time with you guys. Kyle, kick us off, brother.
What's up, boys and girls and kids of all ages? What a week! It's been one of those weeks, but hey, it's over. Now all we have to do is make it through till 10 o'clock. It's good to have Mark and CW and Ricky on here. Hey G23 out in the side chat. We'll go through that here in a minute. Good to be here, and hopefully we can entertain y'all for a little bit. CW, what you got?
Oh, just happy to be here again. Another week. I had a busy one myself. I got a whole bunch of molds, a whole bunch of casting. I spit out a whole pile of videos. I think I did 7 or 8 videos. So it was a good week.
We just can't see them on YouTube.
A couple are on YouTube. I spread them around. So that's it. I got more to do. I got more molds to show in video yet. And hopefully the weather turns this weekend and we can get to the range. That'd be nice. Try a few things. How about you, Mark? Good to see you here. Nice to have you on.
Hey, it's nice to be here. I'm just trying to navigate this thing. I switched over to the live chat so I could see what was happening, but there's a delay, so getting used to that. Jamie asked me if I wanted to be on. I said, sure, I'm not shy. I don't know what I've got to contribute, but
everybody's got something. Everybody's got something to contribute.
I talk for a living, so I'm sure I can put something somewhere.
Good deal. Ricky, how in the world are you over there, brother?
Absolutely marvelous. Marvelous. Very happy to be here. It's a great fun, man. Hopefully we can entertain some folks tonight. Maybe even I'll get to learn something.
I certainly hope so. We got a pretty good crowd, and I didn't forewarn them that we were getting ready to start. So let me say what I always do. Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome. Yeah, Ricky was talking when I hit the go live button, and I didn't know it, and that kind of threw me off. But hey, Miss Pink Shear Sharinda.
Hey, Sharinda.
So yeah, tonight one of the topic ideas we got. Well, the only topic idea we got, but you guys always kick in and tell us where we need to be. So we want to talk a little bit about some new guns, and there's Tread. What's going on, brother? There's been some hype about this Springfield Pro something. Have y'all been getting emails about that?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it's called.
I'll find it here in a minute.
They're 9mm. Yeah, the name is escaping me too.
Something like Hot Dog Pro or
Hellcat Pro.
Hellcat Pro. Yeah, that's it.
Y'all want to just go ahead and get into this, and we can get this one out of the way, and then I'll go through the side chat, and then if we want to talk about anything else, let's do this. Y'all up for it?
Sure.
Yep.
Here we go. Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Let me get back over here and we'll manipulate a little bit. It's now available to order. There's the price tag on it. We'll get down here and show you. It is a Pro which means if you can see my cursor right there, and I don't know if you can or not, it is pre-cut and optics. Has a cover over it. It's a 3.7-inch hammer forged steel melanite finish, 1 in 10 twist barrel. Frames black polymer. Of course, it's a 9mm. Comes with two 15-round magazines. This is the part I wanted to show y'all. That's pretty amazing to me. Comes with a bag and two. So you got this gun right here. See how thin that is? And it's got two 15-round magazines. Look at that sight picture. The front side is a tritium, and it's got some nice features, and it looks good. What do y'all think?
I got to shoot this when it first came out. It was one of the last of the group of this style. You got the Glock. I forget the numbers of those Glocks, but you got the Glock that's just like you got the 365 SIG. You got this one, and then you got the Shield. And they come out with the Shield Plus. But I got to shoot all those side by side back when this first came out, and I was most impressed with this one. I don't particularly like their politics, so I kind of stay away from them. But I was really impressed with the gun. It shot the best. The 365 felt really good too, but I leaned a little towards this. If I was going to buy a small 9mm, or I had to buy a small 9mm, I should say, I probably would have bought the Hellcat. I was really impressed with it. So this one here, it's going to be a full hand. It's going to be a little better handling. And the way things are going now with everybody wanting a red dot on them, it's going to be popular.
I actually heard a lot of people saying, hey, the new Hellcat Pro is out. But given their recent statement, nobody cares.
Yeah, so, it ain't the first either.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no opinion. I've never shot the pistol. I have no clue. Yeah, I was going to say Glock 43.
That's the one, yeah.
Thank you, Mike Hester.
Yeah, I'm glad Mike's here. He runs that gun shop up there that we were so blessed to be able to visit. But
when'd you get your pocket rocket there, Mike? I'm just testing. What year did you start carrying that?
I'm assuming he's talking about a little North American Arms little 22 mag revolver, 5-shot or 4-shot, whatever it is.
There's Lever Guns.
There's Lever Guns 50. What's up? Last year.
Last year. Oh, I thought you were going to tell me something impressive. I've had mine in my pocket since about 1988, almost every day.
Wow.
And I traded, stupidly, a 4-shot Freedom Arms to buy it, to get one more round.
Just got mine last week.
Yeah, that's right. I did. I saw that. I got a whole bunch of their models.
Yeah, I'm a 22 my pocket rocket's in my pocket actually right now, and we were at the chiropractor's office earlier, and I was like, "Hey, can I see your keys for a minute? I don't want to leave a loaded firearm laying on the table." So I had to go back to the car and secure it, but
I made a little bitty holster.
It's a pretty one too.
Ooh.
And something for the pocket.
Yep.
And a fellow.
Oh, darn it!
Has a little speed loader that goes on it.
Look at that.
I don't know how that's going to carry in the pocket. It's going to hang up pretty bad, but that would also help retain it when you try and draw.
Well, I'm about to say that's holster retention right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The thought is to make some sort of a band around here to kind of hold it in if it needs be. But that's just sort of prototyping, seeing what we can do.
You have to worry about it.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Mark. I accidentally hit the wrong button. So,
No problem.
I'm running a Galco pocket rocket holster.
With the hook on it.
You know, it's got the little tang right here to keep it from coming out of your pocket. It's got great retention and all that. So, yep, I'm in the same boat. Anywho, anyhow, anyway, thank you, Mr. Lee. I appreciate that, brother. I meant to wear that shirt tonight. Dag nabbit.
so what are our thoughts just from what you saw of the Hellcat? We got. I really like my Springfield XD. I really do. Springfield's politics are very debatable. I will freely admit that. But
Not based on politics or anything else. I honestly do not own any Springfield firearms.
well,
Neither do I.
that's the only one I own. So, Ricky, you don't have any Springfields either?
Zero.
I
Yeah.
found enough with Smith & Wesson, M&P, Ruger, Marlin, Remington, everything else. I've just never branched out into Springfield at all. And I heard a lot of stuff several years ago about their ejector springs or ejector mechanisms malfunctioning and stuff like that. And then I heard they fixed it, and I was like, I still don't want one. You know, I don't own any. I mean, they look good, but I want it to function. I don't have to take a sledgehammer to it to make it get back into battery. You know, I mean, I don't know. I'm honestly totally uneducated, no experience with the brand, period. So my opinion is invalid.
Well, I got to admit, it shot really nice. It pointed really well. It functioned really well. All of them did. The SIG and the Springfield were the two nicest ones. And I'd have bought it if it wasn't a 9mm.
Yeah, and to Tred's point, that's my problem with the Glocks. The grip angle, it's not natural.
Nope.
You know, you got to work at it. So you know, everybody's got their downsides. But I just don't have
I can't
any
do the
experience
plastics.
with the Springfield at all.
Yep. And I just can't play with the plastics. It's just something about them. Can't do it.
I was in the same boat, but I got a hold of some police trade-ins, and I like my 9mm and my 45, which I think is a 17 and a 21. I've since acquired a couple more each, and I apparently you just get a hold of a bad gun, because a lot of people that I know that, hey, shoot this gun. Okay, can't even hit the target at 25 yards. I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. Well, you just can't shoot. And then I'll grab my Colt off my hip, and I'm shooting clay pigeons at 25, 30, 40 yards out of trees. Well, yeah, he can shoot. Maybe it's the gun. But I got a hold of a couple of good ones that actually I enjoy shooting.
I don't mind the plastics. I was hardcore 1911, and then I did so much shooting with them. I was forced to. So I switched over and I bought a 23 when they first came out, and that was my first Glock. My second Glock was the 10 millimeter, and I didn't stop there. I like them. They shoot great. They shoot good for me. I shoot it for my competition guns, the Glock 35. I carry a SIG 45, which is a plastic frame. I like them fine. They work really good.
Idaho, no, they don't. Not when they're hanging in trees.
So we got Idaho up in here. We got a bunch of people, and about a few more minutes. Preacher's Day Off is here. Yeah, yeah. With the stuff that went on, but y'all gotta also remember that if you're gonna bash on them, you pretty much gotta bash on Rock Island too, or was it Rock River? I don't know.
Springfield, I mean, Smith and Wesson put their foot in their mouth too. You really want to look at things.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just already pre-own some Smith and Wessons. So, I mean, what am I going to do?
Y'all know the Smith is moving, right?
Yeah, moving to Tennessee.
Yep. Leaving Massachusetts.
Massive two shits. I thought I was the only one that called it that.
No, I've been saying that for 30 years.
Yeah, you got me beat. I've been saying that since I went there.
Papa's place is here. Y'all blowing me up.
Yeah,
Thanks, Jack.
Gammy's on fire. He's on fire.
I had almost 50 in the chat.
Yeah,
Come on in, children. Come on in.
the Ruger SR 40. That whole SR line of pistols for Ruger did pretty good, I think, James.
Sold a lot of them.
Yeah. There you go.
It would be better.
I went to a range event either right before that happened or right after down at Big Bear in Canton. You know what I'm talking about, Kyle?
Yes, sir.
And they were having a Springfield Day, and they were pushing the range officer, which is their 4-inch 1911, the officer size. I guess it's 4 1/4, 4.5 inch, same size as your Colt.
Yeah,
And I'm talking, you talking about smooth. That is a beautiful. So you guys talking about how good the Springfield 1911s are. I'm on there. I've only shot that one at that event, but yeah. And
like I say, I don't know. I was in the market for a couple of different pistols, and I was talking with my people at Cherokee Gun and Pawn. Jamie, you know where that's at.
Yeah.
And I was hearing all kinds of stuff about, well, this is a problem, but they fixed it. And I was like, yeah. If I'm going to carry it, I want to make sure it works.
Cranky, I can't say that I've ever shot a SIG. Anything SIG.
I got my trying to think how to do this family friendly. My first time there, we'll use that word. First time was when I was at my buddy's house on Sunday after he had a medical episode, and we reloaded a bunch of 9mm. And that was my first time shooting a SIG. And I can't say that I was really disappointed with it, because I shot 5 shots and it was a hole that was a 1/2 inch wide. I was like, wow. And he's like, that's a good shooting gun. And I'm like, yeah, it is.
I had a SIG 225 back in the day, a European one that I should have never sold. That was a really nice gun, but it was a 9mm.
Yeah, this was the SIG version of a pocket rocket. What, 265? two something. I can't remember what it was,
230,
but
380,
no, a 9mm,
9mm.
and it shot very well for me, and I was like, wow,
I like the 229s. I had two of those. I bought one, and my buddy talked me out of it. You couldn't get them. I got one. My buddy talked me out of it. He needed it for a duty carry, and he talked me out of it. And then I bought another one from a buddy of mine who was going through some tough times, and then he pulled himself out, and 6 months later bought it back. And I had a 220 with a one rifle conversion kit, and that was fun to shoot as a 22. I didn't shoot it much as the 45, but it shot really nice as a 22.
right. Yeah, Papa's Place had a good comment. Every manufacturer has had their problems.
Mario's in the house.
What's
Oh,
up,
Lord.
Mario?
Treads on the trigger.
Yep. We've had two so far. There'll be another one, I think. You watch.
Nah, be all right. I don't care. I'll cut up with them. I don't care. Sometimes it's fun.
There's Chris from the 740. Let me take a minute and run through the side chat. What do y'all think? But before I do that, Mark,
I'm gonna get me something to eat. You go ahead.
All right, Mark, what did you think about the Hellcat? What you saw of it, or if you had any experience with it?
No experience whatsoever. As thin as that was, it does look like it would carry nice, and
It does.
I'll bet.
It looks like it would be very concealable.
Tuck in a waistband, good.
I'm amazed how well that Shield 45 carries. It's about the same size as a 23, but it's so much thinner. It's a little thinner, but it feels so much thinner. It just disappears. I carry it in the waistband, and it disappears.
Yeah, y'all might have to handle the trolls out there. I'm having technical difficulties.
Yeah, one of my go-to carry if I'm worried about a situation is my Colt 45. But my standard everyday carry is a Smith & Wesson M&P 40. I've done the trigger job and the springs and all that stuff, and that is a sweet shooting pistol.
Full size?
Oh yeah, full size, not the Shield. My dad's got the Shield, and he can't shoot it for nothing. And I'll get it, and I'm a lot better than he is with it, but it's just something. It's just too small.
That's how I ended up with one. A guy I did a pistol class for a guy and his wife, and they used to call me up about every 6-8 months and want a refresher. And he showed up one day with this Shield 40. I didn't even know what the gun was when it first came out, and I shot it, and I went directly from that range to the gun store and bought one. That's how much impressed I was with it.
I mean, I don't have a problem with his little Shield. He does, but then again, he's not used. I mean, he was in the military and all that stuff, but he was, no offense to anybody, he was in the Air Force. But he told me this gun's not accurate, and I put a new target up, and I did the old Mel Gibson thing and shot a smiley face for him, and I'm like, yeah, it seems to be shooting pretty good to me.
Yeah,
but yeah, I love my full size M&P, and actually I've got well, let's just say multiples of them now and multiple calibers. Although one of them's not 10mm. Might look into that. I don't know.
Yeah, Preacher's Day Off was in the Air Force, so
I know. That's why I was poking.
y'all chill a little bit.
Oh, everybody's on the comm.
That right there is what I'm talking about.
Oh, I love that little guy. I'm still trying to talk myself into buying one, but then I got to get 357 brass. I mean, I've already got a 38. I got a little 38 airweight, and I love it. It's great. My buddy's got a SP 101, and man, that is a good shooting firearm, or at least his is.
Them short barrel 357s just have so much blast. They're not fun to shoot. I like to shoot 57. Just put at least 4 inches, 3.5 inches of barrel on it. I don't want no 2 inches.
I enjoy shooting his so much that I went out looking for one, and everybody was sold out no matter where you went, and I was like, well, crap.
So, preacher's saying if you're bad mouthing the Air Force, don't talk with your mouth full.
T-bone MREs.
And I think me and Ricky have more than we know in common. I prefer steel hammer fired guns as well.
I'm not.
Yep.
I'm not saying that my dad didn't do his job. They did so good. They kept the Viet Cong out of Denver. They're still not there.
Yeah, garage guy, that's cool, man. I think I agree with you. 357 Magnum in any 2-inch revolver is a little much, but that 3-inch barrel and like Smith Model 60, the SP 101, those size gun, even a J frame, if it's got a 3-inch barrel, I would shoot 357 Magnum in it. If it's shorter than a 3-inch barrel, I'm not putting 357 Magnum through
It's
it.
the blast for me. It's not recoil.
Right.
It's the blast.
It's a
And the
handful.
and the snap.
I don't mind it. I have one. I have a Speed 6 357, but it's a bigger gun. It's a heavier gun. It's not as bad, but it's still got a short barrel. It's noisy. I don't care for it.
You don't sell it?
Surrender had a good one. Okay, let me go through the side chat. We got Mario Mosen, Uncle John, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog, G23, Hipparchus, New Tex I Can, Walter Bunning, Garage Guy 879, Vanessa Kitty, Reloading from the Hot Pot, Tactical Fud, James Pugh, Pink Shears Surrender, and there you go. We got Idaho Rogers USMC Preacher's Day Off. Cranky Cletus, what's going on, man? Fuzz T48, Big Al's out there. He ordered some 357 today. Why you ordering that stuff, man? Make it. Alaska 1 Andy.
God, I can't read it.
And I'm starting to repeat myself. James Pugh again, Big Al. Andy 79Z28. Always good to have Andy in here. And I can't even say her name. Chris from the 740, Chris 338, Papa's Place. Thor's Axe, what's up, Dave?
Super Dave. Do.
Mike Hester, the Rebel. Did I say him? Walter Bunning. Marlon Weasley.
I didn't see Walter over there. Hey, Walter, how you doing, bro?
Reloading from the Hot Pot again. CW's in the room. Ricky is in the room.
Here's a Big Al.
Yep. Pink Shears, Papa's Place again. There's Greg, Georgia Trapping and Fishing. Good to see you. Daniel God is my judge. William Ganley.
Now I know what's happened. I've turned off the live chat, and I was reading it off of the other one.
Mark Thomas is in the room. Dwayne 7834. Tread is on duty tonight. Thank you, my brother. Walter Bunning again. There's Daniel again. And I think I'm repeating myself. Did I say G23? You got to say G23.
Here's a HIPAA.
Yep, we saw Hipparchus. Tim S. There's my brother from Missouri. We did hear from the Emperor, by the way. He's good. GGW Reloading Walks Fletcher. What's going on, buddy? Butterbean 05 Outdoors. James Pugh again. Lead Bullet Junkie. Trying to sneak by, huh? And OCD Outdoors. Always good to see him out there. Tactical Fud. Lever Guns 50. Critter 9A. Thoughts of an Old Soldier. Some of you guys ain't commented in a while. There's Lead Bullet Junkie again. Critter.
I can make Mr. Lee Thoughts of an Old Soldier a promise. I will wear the any who, anyhow, anyway shirt next time I am live on YouTube.
Mountain Trapper Customs.
Here's a Scotsman.
Walks Fletcher. Scotsman show up.
He's there.
Well, you can't trust a Scotsman. He's crazy.
Well, there you go. Tactical Fud. And I think that's all. As soon as I say that, I'll run up on somebody I ain't said. Tacos and French fries. There you go. Happens every time, doesn't it? Bobby Barlow. I'm about
say
back to
Fuzzy?
stop. I did say Fuzz T4, Kate. Lead
Okay.
Bullet Junkie again.
Red
Uncle,
Raider.
I'm still waiting on my dinner to heat up. Hang on.
Uncle John. Walter Bunning again. 6-shooter Texan. What's up, buddy? Andre D'Angelo. And I'm way back here now. I'm back before we started, so yeah. OCD Outdoors, CW, Vanessa Kitty. Yeah. Thank all you guys for being here tonight. And
So
let's
far,
see
it's
what
been
I
great.
missed down here. We got Big Al's out there, Uncle John, Mrs. I don't know, Papa's Place, Miss Hot Shot. What's going on? Red Raider Reloading. Say that 3 times real fast, or don't. There's Scotsman. Appalachian Reloader is popped in. Chris 338. I hope I didn't miss anybody. There's Bulldog still with us. All right. I got to do something right quick. And I'm going to. Yes, you did, OCD. And 6-shooter Texan did too. So I got home from work yesterday. I got a box. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, you're going to be jealous. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. There you go, Miss Hot Shot. I got stickers. And I got bigger stickers. And I got more stickers. And I got a coaster.
There you go. He's got a new. He's got some new music to start his videos too. That
He
sound pretty good.
does. And check this out. My favorite line since Hello Shooters, Loaders, and Casters is keep blowing the smoke. Thank you, Gene. Miss Hot Shot. I appreciate that very much.
That's awesome.
I wanted to do that while I knew they were on there.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, we got to get Chris from the 740 and um, OCD Outdoors back on here. I'm gonna wear that hat tomorrow. I have a speaking engagement tomorrow, so early. Yeah, Uncle John, I've been thinking about cutting the beard back a little bit. I'll never shave again. The days of the days of me being clean shaven are long gone.
Speaking of fuzzy, finding tater tots casserole right here. Yeah, baby.
And I've
only known Jamie for a couple of months now here on YouTube, and I went back and watched some of his old 35 Remington videos, and he looked like this. I wasn't sure what to make of it.
You do the same thing with Kyle if you look back at some old ones.
Yeah, I got some old
baby
stuff
face
there. For now.
Well, I guess y'all heard that. I can't promise you nothing, Scotsman. Wife is threatening to cut it in my sleep, so I have to trim it up.
You just give me her cell phone number, and I'll be sure to have a talk with that woman.
Yeah, I know, Walter. Yeah. Anyway, so we got Bulldog out there. What did you learn from those 35 Remington, Mark? Anything in particular?
Oh, I had commented back to you last night that I got those two old rifles. I got that 32 Special and I got that 35 Remington, and finding ammunition for it is, well, difficult. And I thought maybe reloading would be the way around it, but boy, that's quite a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even just looking for a mold for that 32. I mean, I'm finding stuff that might work, but it might work. And I know CW, I'll be in touch when I get real serious about it.
I got a dandy 35 rim mold too.
Yeah. I do too.
Yeah, Jamie let me borrow his, and I cast it up enough for. I'm good for a year probably.
Yeah, I'm just getting into this, but I'm finding that there's some more tools and toys that I need to pick up. I was telling CW the other night that I watched him do those 410 shells, and I got a whole bag full of them from last summer. My son loves shooting that little single shot 410, and I'm going to start doing those, even if I end up just doing them, onesies and twosies at a time with some hand stuff. I'm gonna
keep him active in it. That's what you need to do.
Oh, he loves it. He's been having a blast.
Get over there on Ballistic Products website and grab components when you find them, because they're spotty. Those little double cup wads, the little stump wads, I call them.
Yeah.
And spacers, they don't always have them. The felt wads, they don't always have them. So keep watching. They get stuff all the time, and just grab it when you see it. It's cheap. And then pretty soon you'll have all the stuff you need. You just got to cast some balls. And I can help you out there too.
Okay. Georgia Trapping and Fishing's got a good question right here. They're answering it pretty good in the side chat. So, Craig, keep watching the side chat. They telling you good stuff, but for 38 Special, I roll crimp, period. For revolvers, I pretty much roll crimp. For semi-autos, I pretty much taper crimp.
Right.
Any bullet, particularly cast lead bullets, for like 35 rounds.
I thought my camera was done. I'm being rude. Let me tell my camera. I'm sorry. I'm shoving my face full of food. I thought the camera was killed.
That's all right, Kyle. We saw you bathing it in ketchup. We knew what was coming.
Tell him, Rick.
Sorry, Jane. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just revolvers, I pretty much am going to be roll crimping. I just cast lead, I'm roll crimping. I'm pretty much roll crimping up for everything I can. Then if I need to, I'll taper crimp, like for semi-autos, that kind of stuff. 350 Legends a good example because I shoot it out of an AR.
The good thing is, anytime you've got a cartridge that's designed for a roll crimp, you're not wrong. You're not wrong using a taper. But if you've got a cartridge that headspaces off the mouth, you pretty much got to stay with a taper crimp. I personally like that Redding profile crimp die. It does a really nice job. It'll roll slightly if you've got a cantilure, but it gives a real nice taper. If you're shooting soft cast bullets, you can actually cause some leading with a big, firm, large roll crimp. If you're shooting a harder bullet, it's not such a big deal. But if you're shooting soft ones, you can actually create some problems for you, and you may find benefit to just taper crimping and not really firm. You don't really need a whole lot, but experiment, because you're not wrong either way. So experiment. 38 can go either way or no crimp. Just take enough of the belling out to make it fit in the chamber, and you're fine too. So experiment. You're not wrong.
Just be careful on how firm of a crimp you put on any of it, because you're going to completely change your pressures.
Yep.
If you're not careful, you can.
Yeah.
There you go, Fuzz. I watched one of Fuzz's videos today. He sent me an email. I watched it in the email, so I couldn't leave a comment, Fuzz. But he was getting some folks told. There's James of Veskage. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, I just that's just me. I just try to stick to convention as far as the kind of crimp I put on there. I figure if they've been doing it that long, there's a reason.
Yeah, that's where they're designed. It's designed for a roll crimp, no doubt. I thought you had better, actually.
Bulldog. Thanks for telling us, Red Raider. Y'all go over and check Red Raider's giveaway out. So you still got a few more days to get in on it.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here choking down dinner, and my dog's looking at me like I done stole her bed or something. And I looked at Angel. Did you feed her? No, I thought you did. Like, oh, crap. Yeah, she hungry.
There's Idaho. He ain't wrong neither.
Nope.
We're talking about crimping 38 special, and they're over here talking about how they like their hot dogs. There you go, Mark. Yeah. That's more power, more money. But there we are getting into politics again, and I ain't going there.
Nope.
How about them Braves?
That's politics too, buddy. There's a strike going on, so you can't
Dang
even
it.
talk about that now. You want me to tell you what?
I kind of forgot about that, but that was my go-to line when they started talking about politics.
Well, when you have strikes in professional sports, basically what you have is millionaires
Politics.
fighting with billionaires over money.
Well,
Hmm.
like I say, that just tells you how much I watch TV, seeing as how I don't have TV service.
There you
So
go, T23.
I didn't really
Well,
know a
no.
whole lot about it. How about them dang dogs? Go sick 'em, woof woof.
The correct answer when somebody says, "How about them dogs?" is "Go dogs," and then you get
Sick 'em, woof woof.
no, then you get that. There's one in every crowd, and I'm gonna be talking about that in my speech tomorrow. So
If anything has to do with a laundry detergent, I don't want to hear it.
yeah, nobody likes baseball much anymore. They
Everything's
say
becoming too damn political. I mean, they can't help it. Their bread and butter is political money. So
so. Ricky, let me get this straight. You have marked off the Springfield Hellcat because it's a plastic gun. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yep. Yep. I am a 1911 guy through and through and through and through and through. Been carrying one since I was 17 years old. No need to change.
Well, there you go.
amen.
And
Sorry, guys. I got nothing bad to say about them, except for I can't do them. The one bad thing I can say about any of the plastic ones is the Glocks with the 17-degree freaking handle. No, can't do it. It just feels funky.
I know it's what you get used to.
You ever
I
shoot
go back
a
to old Bertha.
European competition pistol?
Hmm?
Talk about a grip angle. Walthers and Benellis and Pardinis and Hammerleys.
Yep. Can't mess with them either.
I shoot a lot of them.
No, we're not saying that at all, Tread. I kind of like metal guns with hammer fire. The
Bow
mag
ranking.
the mag band did go through. There you go, Chris.
Yeah, isn't there more than one? I think there's more than one.
I think he's referring to the CZ75, but it's not exactly a Glock clone.
No,
It came
I've
out way
actually heard that. I agree. I've actually heard that from a couple of people. What are you doing? Just chasing somebody with food? Why don't you go with your food I just gave you? Because your food's better, Daddy.
Yeah, so tell us what y'all are talking about. What is a Glock clone with an alloy frame? There you go.
I can't remember who did it.
I get it now, Trey. You got to put a funny emoji in there so we'll know what you're talking about.
Mm.
Yeah, that reminds me of an old joke my daddy used to tell, Red Raider, but I can't repeat it. I heard that, Daniel.
Well, speaking of political statements, Ricky, you have one to make, right?
Nope. You can do that one.
Well, I'll do it. Guys, they had to take Biden to the hospital this morning. I hope everything's okay.
Really? Why?
Well, he couldn't stop Putin.
God.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Ricky, you got me with that one, so I'm gonna try to get everybody else with it.
Get him, man. Get him.
And I was like, no, I didn't hear anything about this. Is everything okay? Yeah, he couldn't stop Putin. I'm sorry, that's just funny. Anyway, hope the side chat enjoyed that.
Well, if they didn't laugh or make fun of it, then they can't repeat it. And that's one of them dad type jokes that pretty much all of us are going to repeat.
So that's when you end up with the silence. I kill you.
All right, so James of Vestige is building himself a 1911 from scratch. What do you think? What should he do with it?
Be very careful on your measurements and make them smooth.
Obviously, he's buying parts.
Oh, you said from scratch.
Yeah, there's so many ways you can go. Depends on what you want to do with it. I built
what
Commander.
caliber does he want to go with?
What are you making it for?
Yeah, there's many options. And I built a ball gun for shooting competitions. And then I've got one that's just a regular full-size 1911 that I've got a boy, I just lost the name. 22 conversion. I can't think of the name of it. Merit. 22 conversion on it. Shoot bullseye with it. Outdoors. There's Dave's. Dave says send it to Clark. You could do a lot worse.
Because let me promise you, it's not just an inconvenience to you.
Cranky's an April Fool's Day? Marvell's, that's what it is. Not Merritt, Marvell. Cranky's the April Fool's Day, baby, or is that just a joke, April Fool's Day?
I'm telling you, James, a lot of people are going 10 millimeter lately. I'm seeing a lot of stuff on the interweb about 10 millimeter. Okay. You can still do that, man. You can still do 10 millimeter. There's a good one. Yeah, A&A's got the same idea. 10 millimeter is the best millimeter. 1 millimeter makes a lot of difference, don't it?
So what you're saying is we need to make an 11 millimeter.
This one goes to 11.
It's a 45. 11 something. What is it? What's a 45?
All right, who's taking the bath? Is that Kyle?
What?
Somebody's running, playing in water.
That's probably me, Ricky. I'm sitting right by the downpipe. Somebody upstairs running.
Ah, right.
I was about to say,
you never know what Kyle. He turned his camera off.
I just took a leak in a bathroom with a closed door. There's no way y'all heard that. Hey, y'all asked.
Look who's here, y'all. There's Pam.
Oh, no.
Mike
45 Super. Mm.
is a double flusher.
Whoa, easy.
Hey, one thing about it, James, and you guys are talking about these all these different calibers and stuff. You gotta remember, you gotta buy brass for them, and you gotta have ammo for them, or they're paperweights.
Yep.
There's Andy back.
I got a 32 long Colt that the only thing it's doing is adding weight to the door of the gun safe because I can't find ammo for that thing or brass anywhere.
You want some brass?
Brass is easy, but that's a healed bullet. It's a special mold.
Right. I have no
I can get
bullets, I have
brass.
no brass, and I have no completed cartridges.
Yeah, for 10 millimeter cranky, some of that stuff they were talking about, like 50 AE for one. Starline has 50 AE.
I got a couple 150 AEs.
There you go, man. Unbelievable.
What's that?
It'll be all right, Idaho. We got you back, brother. Thanks for being here, Uncle John. I'm telling y'all a story, and I'm probably going to be sorry I did, but long time ago,
In a
when
galaxy far, far away.
I turned 18.
That was a galaxy far, far away. No offense. You ain't that much older than me.
It would have been 1980. Yeah, 1980. This was the deal. My birthday was in August, and on
It still is in August.
my birthday is until I pass on. But on September the 1st, the drinking age was going up from 18 to 19. And then after 3 years, it would go, after 2 years or whatever, it went up to 21. So my 18th birthday, there was a club here, a country bar that had live music, all that kind of stuff. So my 18th birthday, I plowed in that thing, boy, and it got to be 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I had to work the next day, and I was still not ready to go home. And guess who comes in to get me but my dear old mama? And she dragged me, my dear old mama.
Oh,
Come in and got me out of the Fuzzy Duck. Well, that was the name of it. And
wow.
you got to be careful saying that too. And so I had about 2.5, 3 weeks that I could drink legal at being 18. Then it went up to 19. So I had to wait till my next birthday before I could do that anymore. But yeah, I think I learned my lesson about hanging out in bars till closing time on the first time I did it because my mama come and got me. So anyway, embarrassing truths about JH586. And
Can
I'll
we welcome to the stage Mr. BC Bullet Empire has finally made a showing.
he has. It's always good to see the Emperor.
Love you, Tim.
Been missing you, brother.
Good to see you, Tim.
Glad you're doing better.
G23, what are you sending me? I'm scared to click on it. I know how you think.
I got some pictures from
Y'all think I'm kidding? No, I'm serious. I know how he thinks. What are you doing? Oh, my dog's vacuuming. Those of you that have dogs, you know what that means.
Uh-huh.
I don't want this food that I begged you to buy. I'm just going to go around the baseboards of the kitchen. Knock yourself out.
Get some clean.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mark, tell me about this 32 special. What kind of rifle is it?
Well, the octagon barrel is the longer rifle version. That was one that was my uncle's, and there was another one, and that one I think went off to one of my nephews. So I picked up another little carbine style, the shorter barrel. I'm going to shoot the shorter one probably quite a bit more. The other one I'd like to just sort of save for special occasions and maybe take it out walking in the woods once in a while. But yeah, I just want something that I can to shoot with. I'm not really even too concerned about making hunting bullets. Just want to have something I can shoot targets and just take it to the range and shoot with.
Are you talking about a 32 Winchester special?
Yes, sir.
What brand gun
Yeah.
is it?
It's a Winchester 1894. Both of them are.
Okay.
Amazing. Now, you realize that you can get brass for that very easily and very cheaply.
30-30.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I've made a pile of them.
I was at a small sort of gun show, gun meeting thing at one of my local clubs, and was looking around. Was talking to a fellow at a table, and I said something about was just always keep my eyes open for a pair of 32 dies. And the fellow at the next table looked at me like I had a fried weasel on my head and said, "You want 32 special dies?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Hold on." And he disappeared under his table and dug around for a little bit. And he come up with an old herder's box. Things are like brand new. I don't know that they've ever even been used. And he handed them over, sold them to me for $20.
Did you just say
Awesome.
a fried weasel?
I did say fried weasel.
Yeah.
If you ever wear one on your head, you'll know what that look looks like.
No.
You mean a box like that?
Yep.
Actually, it's a yellow old fiberboard box with a. Actually, I'm looking at it.
Well,
Use
as
your
far as I
words,
know,
man.
we can still show dies on YouTube.
I'm still amazed at the fried weasel. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, Jamie's box is just more discolored than yours.
No, his is more discolored than mine. See, mine is I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'll show you in a minute. Watch this.
That's
You
actually
done?
pretty interesting.
Check the see mine is wood grain. Made to look like wood grain, and his is just orange. So you can tell better on the back.
Ah, right.
Both of the boxes have the metal things, and open them up, and you pull them out, and they are.
Are they Lyman dies? Or do they say herders on them?
They say herders on the ring.
Yep.
I don't remember who
That's
made them
very
for them.
interesting.
C&H maybe. Maybe C&H made their die. I forget who made their dies.
I think you're probably right because I've got a set of C&H somewhere, and these are very. See how they look like they're coated with something, you know, like maybe
Yeah.
chrome or nickel.
Chrome plated, yeah. Nickel plated, chrome plated.
The old Pacifics were like that too. They're a Durachrome.
Show us again, Mark. Yours look like that too, don't? Like they're chrome plated, don't they?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they look like lug nuts, man. They look like you got some chrome lug nuts, but these are 30/30s and yours are 32s. So,
I don't know if that sticker shows up, but the price was $6.89.
Oh my goodness gracious!
oh, I got ripped off. I know you can't see this because it's faded. This says 15.98 on that price tag. So obviously
Wow.
mine is a lot newer than yours because they're in a different style box and they got a higher price.
They charged
But
a lot for that wood grain trim, didn't they?
I'm gonna thank MCK for these. So he gave me these. So you're probably right, CW. They probably somebody else probably made them for herders.
Oh, yeah, herders didn't do anything. They had their own. They had the company, and they just had other people make stuff for them. And that's what they did.
Yep, sat back and rolled in the money.
I would have liked to have been able to order a herder's pistol and have it mailed to my door. That would have been something
Oh, back
Yeah.
in the day,
back in the day.
I've actually seen that.
Before '68. Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's what that 357 that I have is. I'm pretty sure that's probably what my uncle would have ordered that and had that sent to him. And I think that's what he used as his test mule for his loads.
Probably
And,
right out of the Sears catalog.
yeah. I'm pretty sure anything I'm going to load and shoot out of that thing is going to be nothing compared to what he shot out of it.
I have
Yeah,
my
I'm kinda
dad's
scared,
old Sears and Roebuck 12 gauge in the cabinet over there. It's old JC Higgins that he ordered out of the Sears and Roebuck catalog. Jeez Louise. Probably in 60, either 68 or 69.
I'm telling you, I'm scared to reload for my 32 long colt. I'm not sure that it'll take it anymore. That thing is old as crap.
Well, you certainly
You'll
can't
do
load
some
it.
old light loads.
One day, I know CW knows how to get there. I'll give him the serial number on it and he can tell me what it is. But I think it's like from the 20s.
Ricky, when you asked for clarification on that 32 special, I also I got started in all this loading for my little 32 pistols, my revolvers, shorts and longs. That was actually what got me started on this, was not being able to find ammo for those. And hell, once I started buying molds and a pot, and well, might as well get into everything else and dive the whole way in.
The
Apparently
Warren,
that
man.
link-
The Rabbit Warren.
Yeah, apparently
It
that link
never
from G23 was for projectiles. I'll have to look into that. I'm sorry, I was just a little scared to click on it.
Yeah, that's the same way with me, Mark. I started out, I'm like, I just going to reload for the 38, 357. Done. Yeah. I don't know if you can see back there behind me, but up here, somewhere, there we go. Up here is 56 different calibers. And most of the shotguns I can load for.
Then you had to go and buy a 10 millimeter.
I already had the dies and some brass.
Might as well, right?
Yep.
Give me a minute, Andy, and I'll fix that for you, buddy. Okay, you guys got to help me with something. Marlin 336, serial number AA23. What year was that made? Starts off AA23. Anybody know that off the top of your head?
No, I got a Brophy book. I can look it up, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Oh.
Looks like Gene did some casting today.
He did
He did.
120 grain Lee 9mm bullets.
I'm probably gonna do some tomorrow, but I ain't gonna put it on YouTube.
Yeah, Tread did it. Anyway, let me get over here to see if I can give Andy his wrench back.
He lost it.
I don't know, man.
Maybe he put it down somewhere. Good night, Daniel.
Hey, put it down somewhere. It's probably still on the catwalk of the truck.
If
Daniel
it's a 10mm wrench, they just disappear.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
They do, don't they?
Yes, they do. Sockets and wrenches, 10mm. Can't find a damn one.
I'm sorry, Mark, but I am actually in the big truck world, and you are more right than you know.
Oh, I do know.
Oh, yeah? Hey, Mark, I need a holster made.
I'll be your man. What kind of firearm?
Ruger Super Black Hawk 44 mag with a 10-inch barrel.
I can manage that.
It's a cow and a half.
Can you
Yes,
do
sir.
a Red Hawk
What?
with a? Can you do a Red Hawk with an 8-inch barrel?
Sure. The biggest one I've done so far was a BFR 4570 for a fellow out in Montana, and put it on a bandolier holster. And when I hung it down off my side, the barrel end was hanging below my knee.
Yeah, we had a guy come in a fully armored truck. He was hauling money, and there was an arsenal in his truck, which technically is illegal unless you have the proper permits. And he had a 460, was it a 460 Roland? I don't know, but had like a 20-inch barrel on it. He come out of the truck, and I'm like, dude, you don't need that here. You know, we shoot back, but but he said he had no problems popping targets at 200 yards with it.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, what a piece of iron on it. He had a big iron on his hip. How about that?
Yeah.
Yep. Marty Robbins.
Yep, and
Yep.
I was like, I'll pull your truck in. He goes, no, you won't. I'm the only one allowed inside that truck. If you don't like that, you ain't working on it. I'm like, well, okay, pull it in. Then he got to cutting up with us, and he was actually a very cool individual. But yeah, he wasn't letting nobody in that truck, and there was 5 Suburbans around his trailer parked in the parking lot, and I was like, okay, got it.
AA says that rifle was made in 1965. That Marlin.
That's cool.
Jamie.
I'm sorry. Try another
Andy
comment.
says that No, Tread said it was 1965.
1965.
That's what he says.
What it says, yeah.
So it's almost as old as me.
Yeah, but it doesn't have as much hair.
AA says 1965. Yeah. Thanks, Tread. We appreciate you, brother.
I'm telling you,
Andy.
man, that man is on point.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things I feel bad about is it seems like we work him half to death every Friday night on here.
He works himself half to death. We don't ask him to do anything; he just does it.
I know. Youngsters, Andy says. So did you get your wrench back, Andy?
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I found his lost 10mm wrench. Yeah.
Holy bro.
Walter. Graduated high school in 1965. And I was 3 years old. But let me tell y'all, man, that was a great time to be alive.
Walter, please put in the side chat at what age you think you'll grow up. He likes to cut up just as much as I do, and I'm sure he'll come up with a very humorous response.
You know, people don't think about bears too much in the South, Mike, but that's a real concern up there where you live in those North Carolina, Tennessee,
Right.
Georgia mountains, right there where all that comes together. All these critter was born in 60.
Appalachians.
Yeah,
Shoot, come up here by me. We got them breaking in people's homes up here.
My parents used to deal with it all the time. My dad got all manned up and grabbed his shotgun, went to the door, turned the porch light on to see what was going on, and turned the porch light off and went back and laid the shotgun down and got back into bed. My mom's like, what the hell was that? It's a bear. I don't know if this will do it. It's a bear. Because, all he have is bird shot. All you're going to do is piss a bear off.
Gee, you got to watch more of his videos. You'll see all about his holsters.
See,
that's hysterical, Walter.
That's how I want to go out, Walter.
Amen.
And there it is. I told you he'd come back with a good one.
Yeah, you know why they're molehills G23? Because they're so much older than y'all's is. That's fact.
They're worn down.
Yep, they've been weathered down.
They've been weathered down, but they're steeper too. A lot of people say.
Well, I went to West Virginia a bunch of years ago, and I couldn't believe a holler. Boy, it was. I know why.
Yes. Yes.
You see a cross easier than you could walk down around to get to over there.
Yeah.
Right. You almost wanted to have a grappling hook and a way to shoot it over there. It'd be quicker.
I was amazed.
Yeah. What I think of when I hear somebody call it a holler is I think of somebody standing on one side and yelling across to the other and how it echoes down through that valley. And you can hear a gunshot. If you're up there hunting deer, a gunshot will echo for 5 minutes.
And talk about bears. They got a lot of bears there too.
Oh yeah. I've seen a lot of them run over on the side of the road on the way to visit my parents' house, just barely north of here.
We rode those ATV trails.
Where would you say Blue Ridge is? 20 miles south of the North Carolina line?
If that. Yeah. If that.
And you'd see people pulled over and all that stuff. They done run over a bear and all that stuff. I mean, it depends on what season it is, but yeah.
So
Man, they're everywhere up there.
let's talk about this comment right here. The Rockies are the second oldest in the United States. You realize they're just scientists theorizing this crap, right? They don't really know.
Yeah,
Who
ain't
was
nobody there to check it.
who was here when God made them? Is my thing. We don't know that. And my wife will sit there and argue with me about, oh, carbon dating is a real thing. I'm like, I'm sure it is, baby. I don't take your word for it. And she's a science thing, so she's got her degree is in science pre med. Then she has another degree in education.
Elmer wasn't wrong.
Have you found anything that he was wrong about?
Oh, he liked to extrapolate on a few things. 600-yard, 700-yard shots with a 2-inch handgun and a running antelope and things along those numbers.
Well, I mean, you can use carbon dating to determine when the rock was formed. That don't tell you when it was pushed up out of the ground.
Exactly.
And before anything gets started, I am not a science major or anything like that. I just think carbon dating tells you when the rock was born. When it wound up where it is now, that's up to y'all.
My dealer works right down 22 Hornet all the way up to whatever I want. That's pretty good.
What do you got, CW?
I got my fingers and a torch.
And a torch.
That's all you need.
Yep.
Uh-oh, what's blowing
All right,
up
useless
over
trivia. What state, if you could take the country and flatten it out so it's completely flat, what would be the largest state in the country?
Texas?
Nope.
Don't tell me
Anybody?
Colorado's bigger than Texas.
Nope.
Tell us.
West Virginia.
You have lost your ever-loving mind.
I
It
don't
takes
know.
3 days to
Nope.
drive across Texas.
Yeah, but if you think about all them hills and hollers and ups and
Yeah.
downs,
Yeah.
putting it all out.
Flatten it out. You know, like a sheet on the bed, you flatten it out.
Well,
West
I guess
Virginia is a big-
Texas is already pretty flat, so
Exactly. You're not flattening that joker out much.
I got a hard time believing that, but I can actually see it because I've been through Virginia and West Virginia and all that, and there's some mountainous areas over there.
Pam
Well,
thinks it's Alaska.
Oh, you might, yeah. Hell, you're beat already.
Maybe. It might have been the Continental. I don't know. I don't remember. All I remember,
I was about to say,
it was in
Alaska
school.
got some hellacious mountains, man.
And
It's
Alaska is
already
absolutely
15
enormous to
times.
begin with.
Yeah, it's already 15 times bigger than Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah, Idaho, but there's just so many
There's
of
so
them.
many of them. Yeah.
There's no flat land in West Virginia at all.
No.
And
Nope.
I went to War, West Virginia on a mission trip not long after we started traveling around. And I was the driver. I had a 15 passenger van driving around them little 1.5 lane roads going around those mountains. And the bad thing is, guys are driving semis with coal trailers behind them, and they think they're the only ones on the road. Well, yeah, G23, I would absolutely love to do that. That's on my bucket list, buddy. And I'm not talking about driving either. I'm thinking about taking my bike. Can you imagine riding through the Rockies on your motorcycle? That would be so fun.
I'll ride with you.
I enjoyed it in my minivan. I'll tell you that.
Well, hey, Mark, we can go up there and get. We can go get Thor's axe. He's in Washington State.
Are you going to handcuff him and like gag him and bring him
Oh,
back? Or
we won't have to. He's got a BMW. Then we'll swing down and get Walter, and then we'll all go to Key West.
hell yeah, come on. Y'all
Jamie,
take a
I've
pit
thought
stop-
about
Y'all can take a pit stop at my house. It's on the way.
putting the bike on the train in a box, shipping out there, and then being able to ride around and then ride it home. But riding the whole way out there, oh man, those plains, that's tough.
I had a buddy that drove up to Sturgis from here, and he said by the time he got there, he was so wore out and so sore he couldn't ride around. He said he was just walking around. And then he rented a U-Haul or a car and a U-Haul trailer and trailered his bike back because he didn't think he could make it back. That's a long
Walter,
way
what
from here.
passes are those?
One more time, sir.
Sorry about that. Walter, what 2 passes are those? Or 10K passes?
Three acres sideways.
I went deer hunting one year with a friend of mine up in Vermont, way up, and he told me he had like 50 acres or something like that. We get up there, and it's a postage stamp. And I said, "What? This is the border of the yard here, the property here." I said, "I thought you had like 60 acres." He said, "I do." He says, "Walk over here." And it was hauled down the side of the mountain. It was the whole length of the road. You couldn't even walk up it.
Yeah,
But you
my
can log
parents were trying to buy some property in extreme North Georgia, not in the area where they were at, but over on the other side towards Chattanooga. And it comes with 30 acres. Get there, huge front yard. There's the house and all that stuff. I'm like, where's the 30 acres? Right up that hill. I'm like, okay. You're kind of manufacturing a selling point, but yeah.
Critter, that explains a lot right there, buddy.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the furthest I've ever rode in one day is from Hatfield, Arkansas. Well, from Mena, Arkansas. Well, really from a campground in between Mena and Hatfield back to my house in one day. And that is right at 700 miles. And it was all in the rain the whole way, Mark.
My Sportster is right there behind me, and those rear shocks have about 3/4 of an inch of travel on them. If I ride that more than 120 miles in a day, I know it, and I'll feel it for a week.
That's where my buddy was. He was like, I can't ride back. I made it here. He said
It's
that's
fun.
what I was intending.
It's fun to ride, but it ain't comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's as close to a Ridges as you can buy anymore without buying a Orange County chopper. There's Walter. Hey, Walter.
Hey, man.
That is so true, Fuzz, what that comment you made earlier about anytime I get in any mountains, you start feeling safer. Why is that? Is that just the hillbilly in us? I guess it is.
I guess the 4-wheelers and big trucks start driving a little bit safer, and you're way more maneuverable than they are.
Road Glide Ultra ain't bad, Gene. I'm telling you, it's better than my bike. I got a 2012 Heritage, and I like it. It's got the 103 6-speed transmission. Gets on down the highway if it ain't raining. And Gene makes fun of me. I get kind of uptight when I'm riding in the rain because guys, the road is more slick when it's raining and you're on a motorcycle, but not just that. Motorcycles don't come with windshield wipers, so there's that too. So
Or anti-lock brakes.
Some of them are starting
They
to.
might now. I don't know.
Yep.
My old Suzuki didn't have it. I had an old Suzuki Night Rider 800, and it was just all black chrome and all that, and I enjoyed it, but I ain't getting another.
Idaho ain't wrong neither, man. They ain't nothing like horses. Yeah, motorcycles are fun. Ain't nothing like a horse.
Yep.
I rode when I was a young guy, but I, that's the one thing I always wanted, but we never could afford and never really could. I don't know.
I wish I had that Suzuki when I lived out in Vegas. I mean, just riding through the desert and all that stuff. That would have been amazing. But I settled for a minivan.
I think I got ABS brakes. I don't know about linked. I don't know what that means. Does that mean
Probably front and rear. I
yeah,
don't know. They
yeah,
changed
probably.
everything so much. So
You know, that's how Goldwing works.
I've never laid one down, but I've had a lot of close calls and then voiced my opinion to the other driver a couple of times.
Well, I've laid one down, just not on. That's what I thought, Gene.
That was the last day I rode. I laid mine down, and that was it. I haven't ridden since.
I got rid of mine. Let's see. It was 09. I think I got rid of it in 12, and actually got $1,000 more than I paid for it. So I was able to pay off the loan, put a little bit in my pocket, and be happy with it because I took care of it. You know, just like a Harley guy, you sit there on Saturdays and rub on it, and keep everything shiny.
Motorcycles do stop good, Gene. When I first started riding, that's one of the things that really shocked me.
They stop good till you put a new rear tire on them.
Well, yeah, you got to get the slick off of them.
You got to get the Cosmoline off the tire first, and don't leave the tire store in the rain, just thinking it's a short hop home. Woo.
Hey, Fred, that's where 80% of your stopping power is in the front.
Kyle, if I put new tires on, I will actually take a Scotch-Brite pad and scuff them before I try to ride it, especially if it's raining.
That sounds good. I did not do that, and I dang near laid it down 3 times before I made it to the first red light from the tire store. I was like, good God.
Yeah, you just need to. You know how when right before they drop the green flag at a NASCAR race, how the cars are going like that? That's what you need to do with your motorcycle on new tires. Just
Well,
get
I don't
on.
want to do that in the rain on the first time being rained on Georgia roads in 3 months in a drought. They were slick. They were slick. I was driving like, no offense to anybody on the side chat or on the panel or anything else, I was driving like an old man, just and that thing's tried to spin out 3 times before I got to the first red light. And I was like, well, I guess that's fixing the problem a little bit at a time. And it wasn't that powerful of a bike, you know. I mean, you're looking at 1,200, 1,500 cc's, all this stuff. This was just a little 800 Suzuki, just me.
Yeah, Boulevard M50, right? Yeah.
But that was also, oh my God,
And
10 years ago.
yeah, Walter says he still rides 15 to 20,000 miles a year. And six shooter Texan in 1973, that Kawasaki 900 was the
That was
stuff.
a beast.
Yeah, it was a little inline 4-cylinder bike, 900 cc's.
If I had Walter's weather, I could ride that much, but not here in Pennsylvania.
Right. We put it around, and a buddy of mine borrowed another friend's bike. It was a Harley Road King, and we're riding around through the mountains in North Carolina and all this stuff. And we get to this gas station, and all of a sudden I hear, "Oh shit!" I turn around. Pete forgot to put his legs down. You should have seen the 4 of us trying to get this Road King back up off his side. That's a heavy bike. God. Yeah, we had.
I can pick mine up by myself.
Is it a full blown Road King? And no, it's not. This thing, you know, true duals and side. Good Lord, what do you call them?
So, how much heavier do you think one of those is than my bike?
I don't know. It's about a $2,800 or 2,800-pound animal.
No way, not even close.
Nope.
Depends on who you got picking it up, I guess. Felt like that.
Full dressed Ultra Classics, 900 pounds.
And mine's about 750, 800 pounds.
Well, it felt a lot heavier than that to me.
Well, yeah. Everything does when you're right, Tread. It's mostly technique.
Yeah, the technique is put your feet down when you come to a stop.
There you go. So Walter says a dressed Road King is no more than 950. Tread says not even close to 1,000.
Okay. Hey, I don't know. I never had one, but I'm just telling you what it felt like. Maybe nobody else was picking up.
What the trick is to just grab the turnaround, face the other way, and grab it with the back of your hands, and you walk it up.
Lock up the front brake with one hand.
Yeah.
And just push it back up with your butt.
And your legs.
Yep.
Use your legs, not your back.
Right. There's a trick to it. But I've picked mine up by myself more than once. Because, praise the Lord, when I dropped it, nobody saw it.
So now you coming clean right here.
Yeah.
The last time my Honda was horizontal, I was trying to teach the wife how to ride last fall, and it went over nice and gentle, still in gear, and it was going around in circles. It looked like Curly from the Three Stooges.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I honestly thought that bike was a lot heavier than that, but apparently everybody's coming up with the same consensus, maybe 1,000 pounds. I'm telling you, it felt like that. I guess it was the adrenaline and the, oh my God, you just fucked up Sonny's bike. Sorry, excuse my French.
Well, if you ain't never put one on the ground, it's because you ain't never rode one.
Right.
Kind of like us reloaders in and squib loads or whatever, you know.
Oh, everybody's got a wall of shame. I've got bullets that I've seated sideways. Don't know how that happened, but yep, it happens. I was over at my buddy Worm's house, and we were loading bullets, and I was having some issues with my. I took my press over there. He was using his, and I was having problems. And I kid you not, the bullets were getting sideways while I was trying to seat them, and I'm like, here, I'm just going to leave you with these. And he goes, what the heck am I going to do with them? I said, put them on your wall of shame. He goes, they ain't my bullets.
You guys that ride, and that right there is a bad machine, boys. You guys that ride know that a set of tires for a motorcycle costs pretty much as four tires for a car.
Yes, sir.
Best insurance you can buy, though.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. I've had my bike over 5 years, and I've been having issues, so I haven't been riding much. So I've not put any tires on it since I've had it. Now it's getting. It was 82 degrees here today, y'all,
It
and
was
I'm like,
nice.
I'm wanting to go and go ride. And I remembered that those tires are at least 5 years old on that bike, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going nowhere till I buy some new tires.
Yeah. They probably dry rotted.
They
And you
ain't
can't.
dry. They ain't dry rotted, and they're not wore out, but they're hard.
You get hard.
Yeah.
They won't grip the paper. The paper.
Everybody at work that rides a bike rode their bike in today. It's going to be a beautiful day. Let's do this. I was like, wow. The front parking lot in front of the showroom was just lined up with bikes. I was like, oh my goodness. Even one of the guys' dads showed up to check on his truck. He's a customer, and his son works for us. And he showed up on this huge Harley. And I was like, man, whose bike is that? Oh, that's my dad's. What? Where's your dad? So we all went out and oohed and awed, you know. But yeah, there was eight bikes at the shop today. Everybody knew it was going to be a gorgeous day. There was 8 of them.
Okay, we were supposed to be talking about new guns. We got off on motorcycles. Idaho's right, and there was one more I wanted to show, especially Kyle. Let me pull this up and see what you guys think about this. Here it is. Can y'all see that?
What do you got there? Hang on. I got to.
It's a Savage Model 42 Takedown Gen 2, 22 long rifle on the top, 410 over
Okay.
under combination.
Yeah, I hope they improved the trigger because it was quite a turd before.
It has 20-inch barrels.
Hang on. That's
Let
how.
me-
Okay.
And I could try to blow up the picture, but it ain't gonna get no bigger than that.
Well, I got you. I was trying to look at the price and couldn't read it until I blew up the StreamYard thing.
$529, and it's on sale from on sale for $449. Now, the gun I first started hunting with as a kid was a 410 22 combination, but it had wood stocks. It was not a takedown, but I don't think it was $450 either.
Right. Well, I've got that 2022. I thought about walking up in the woods and playing around with that. It's been 40 years since I've done it, but go do a little squirrel action. I just thought it was cool to have a 2022 and 2022.
Well, I think those are cool guns, but I would rather than have that one, I would rather have one of the old ones like I learned on.
Yeah, the 24s. Those are the ones I like.
Yeah, this one's an old. The wood on it is beautiful, but it's an old break action, as all of them are. But it's a 20 gauge 22 over and under.
Yeah, as much as I love 410, I'd rather have a 20 gauge
Yeah.
if it's a combo like that.
Or I'll take my 12 gauge and my 22 pistol on my side.
That's at Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo, if y'all are wondering.
Where are they at?
Sevierville, Tennessee. Where do
I
you
was
think?
about to say, I'm sure it's somewhere in Tennessee, but just didn't know where.
When you get off the interstate in Knoxville,
Mhm.
going toward the Smokies, it's right there on the right.
I never go that way. I always go up 411 to 431 or.
That sounds like a hot one, Tread. Let me stop this.
Maybe it's 441.
There you go, Mike. Make a real man's gun. Hey, speaking of which, let me tell y'all a secret. Yeah, I know. Ram. That ain't the right one. Hold on a minute.
I got a maximum over 20 gauge, 57 max over 20 gauge.
That would be fun too, wouldn't it?
Oh, it's a good gun. 30 over 20 is pretty good too. Shoots really good.
Tread said his dad had 357 mag board to max over a 12 gauge. Okay, so I'm trying to get some weight off, right? So I'm kind of so apparently these have been around a while. Getting a lot of comments.
Yeah, the 12s were not that common. They did make a few. I don't know the calibers over the 12 gauge, but I know they made a 223 over 12 gauge, and they probably made a couple other ones, but the
They've
20s
got
were far more common. 20 gauge over 33.
At the Cabela's here local, they've got a 22 30-06 10 gauge triple barrel in their antique gun section. I've never asked how much they want for it because I don't see a need for that at all. It's just a wall hanger. Gun safe queen. I just thought it was interesting.
I sent the 223 12 gauge down the road. It was just too heavy, too big. I like the 222 over the 20 gauge. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I'm interested to play with this 2022. I think it'll be fun. Another thing I want to play with is this AR or AK-47 chambered in 223, the paratrooper model. That's going to be fun to play with. And I got the 8mm Mauser and a couple of SKSs and Mosins and yeah, I got all kinds of stuff I'm dying to shoot. Just looking for
magazines.
I hadn't got any magazines yet. I'm not willing to pay $58 for a magazine.
Well, gives you a nice single shot if you don't have them.
Exactly. That's where I'm at with it.
Good night, Miss Hot Shot. And I think somebody else left us too.
Yeah, it is getting a little late. We tend to start dropping people about this time.
Yeah, y'all go get them tomorrow, Gene.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow.
Good luck at the event.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all something that might be funny, maybe probably not. So I'm trying to get some weight off, and I go and I find me some new salad dressing. Right, I know Ricky will get a kick out of this. So I find a salad dressing that looks interesting. I buy it, bring it home. And I told wife, I said, found me a new salad dressing. You want to see it? She said, yeah. And I showed it to her. And she reads it. And it's like, Kraft light raspberry vinaigrette. Like that. And I'm like, what do you think? And she says, really? Like that? And I sat there and I thought for a minute and I said, yeah, it does sound like forgot my punchline, y'all. Getting old's great for you. It does sound like a Prince song, doesn't it? Wow. Yeah. Anyway,
that was probably a better punchline than what you had originally.
that was the original one that just came to me. All right, so let's start going through the room and let these people get on with their weekend. Mark, I want to thank you for being our guest tonight. I hope you had a good time.
I sure did. I want to thank you for letting me be here.
Well, before you leave, if anybody wants to buy a holster, tell them how to get in touch with you.
Well, if you visit my channel, in the About tab, there's my email address. But if you need the email address, it is blackjeep0623@gmail.com. And it might take me a little bit. In fact, I got a couple orders I got to work on this weekend. And I want to try to squeeze in a little bit of reloading too. As long as people aren't in too much of a hurry, I'm willing to work with just about anything. I've done quite a few one-offs that people couldn't find a holster for it anywhere else, and I'll make it. It might take me a little bit, but I'll make it.
Very cool, man.
I like that idea. I'm gonna hit you up. I'll talk to you on the after chat. You do the whole cowboy rig?
Can.
Or I buy the belt and you make the holster. I mean, how's that work?
Good night, Tex.
Good night.
However you want to do it, Kyle.
I don't have a problem paying you for your time.
I've made a couple of cartridge belts. I've made plenty of holsters, both Western style and a few, more modern. I don't have a whole lot of like blue guns to model from, but enough that I can at least get close.
Yeah, it's just a Ruger Red Hawk. It just got a longer barrel on it.
Yep. I've even had people, that BFR, we just had a tracing. He mailed it to me, and I mocked one up out of wood and plastic, and that was enough.
I didn't know if you had a Red Hawk laying around with a 4-inch barrel and you just make it a little bit longer. I don't know how this works. I don't do that.
That's all right.
I keep big trucks on the road for a living. That's what I do.
That's what we need.
All right, man. You good?
Yep.
All right. we'll be looking to see some load development for 32 special and 35 Remington, and I'm here for you. If you need me, just call me.
I'll be in touch.
You got my phone
Jamie's
number.
got 3 notebooks full of 35 Remington data.
I do. I do. I got some. I got some old targets laying around here too. We went to the range one day and I shot a test group and I showed Kyle the target. He said, "You're done." I'm like, it would seem that way.
Yep. I said, you're done.
Ricky, what you gonna be working on, my brother?
Well, I was playing with some more 10. Get that ready for maybe next weekend. I'm gonna go play. That's about it.
That's awesome.
10 millimeters got to be fun to play with.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna find out.
Well, and if you got any questions about 10, you can call CW up and ask him, what are you going to be working on, brother?
I got some more molds. I borrowed a bunch of molds from a friend of mine, so I got a box over here. I bring a few back. I'm gonna go get a few more, and I'm working on fat bullets for the 44 for the Marlin. I just got an order in for some bushings from NOE, so now I can size up to 434. So we'll see what kind of bullet that Marlin likes. Usually it's about a 432, but we'll see. I might have to slug the bore. I don't know if I'm going to do a chamber cast or see what I got for soft lead balls. That's about it for me. Hopefully the range. That's about it.
Y'all, if y'all hadn't been watching his videos, y'all need to start because he's forgotten more than I'll ever know. Good night, Walter. And he did a very interesting video this past week about the history of some of these, what I call precision dies for long range stuff. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you ought to check him out. He's over on that kind of stuff is more on Rumble than YouTube, right?
All the reloading casting is on Rumble, but I've done a couple of benchtops things, and I've stuck a couple up on YouTube. I've got a couple videos on my YouTube channel too.
You should call it the new tube.
The YouTube.
I used to have a Browning A5, Timothy. I miss it. I really do. Okay. Tread, I was telling them earlier about 444. That's past fun. That's almost painful. Kyle, what you gonna be working on?
That 444
That's my
is fun to shoot. Tread was trying to set me up, and I was just sitting there dinging steel with it. And I'm like, yeah, it's a good rifle. It's accurate. And doesn't that hurt? No. Anyway, I'm glad that everybody in the side chat could be here tonight. I'm very grateful for everybody on the panel. Glad everybody stuck it out and are still here at the end. I really don't know what I got coming up. I'm going to be busy this weekend. I might get a little casting in. I did find out that Willie left me a surprise. You know how he glitter bombed Uncle Jim? He bullet bombed me. We were cleaning up out here, getting everything ready for the summer and all that, and I grabbed the rug to roll back out so it didn't get rained on and all that stuff. He had wrapped all kinds of, there's probably 45 or 50 pounds of bullets inside of this little floor rug. Angel picked that thing up and bullets went everywhere. And I was like, you son of a... He got me.
From the
But
grave.
anyway, that's what I got going. I got
Good job, Willie.
Yeah, right. I gotta do a lot of yard work around the house. I'm sure he's laughing.
He is.
I got to do a lot of yard work around the house, so I'm going to be busy. I got a friend of mine coming over to help me with it, and we're going to get everything squared away there. And if I get a little bit of spare time, I'm going to fire up the grill, and I might fire up the pot and make some 44 Magnums, or just say the hell with it and load some shotgun shells. I don't know. That's what I got.
Good night, Pamela. Thanks for coming. Yeah, Tread's got a link for Willie's videos over there in the side chat. Andy put them up on Odyssey. I've created a channel on Odyssey and had all my stuff moved over to Odyssey, so I'm on YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble. I don't have much on Rumble yet, but Ricky does a lot of 444 as well. That's your favorite, ain't it, Ricky?
Yes, sir. Love it.
Good stuff. It is.
I love shooting treads. That was a good shooting rifle.
It really
You won't like
was.
shooting mine.
Sir?
Kyle, you won't like shooting mine. Not with those 318s I'm putting in there.
I don't have a problem shooting anything, sir. You haven't met me yet.
Yeah, well, we'll rectify that pretty soon.
All right, brother. I hope so.
Yeah, Timothy's right, and I put it in there too, Junkie. On that A5, that compression ring and that spring's got to be in the right order. And when people take them apart to clean them, they forget how they were when they. But there's plenty of videos and stuff on YouTube. You can figure out how that goes back together. All right, we're going to clear out of here. We're already overtime. I want to thank all y'all for joining us tonight. We hope the Lord blesses y'all all real good. And if He's willing, we'll see y'all again next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say good night, y'all.